Guys, I'm Cartoons and Ink and this is my first YouTube tutorial about how to draw a Family Guy based cartoon character. I'm very nervous and so I apologize for mistakes for bad sound quality, but I want to show you how you can draw this easily. Just bring a pencil, a felt tip pen, an eraser, a sheet of paper and your fantasy and we can get started. Believe me, it is very easy. First of all, you have to find the shape for his head. We draw a mixture of an oval and a potato, because we draw a businessman with normal size. If you draw a very tall person, you may also draw a very tall face. If you draw a fat person, you may draw a very big face. So that's the difference. First, you have to imagine how the shape will look. Afterwards, you draw it. Draw with some line art, that means a lot of small lines and not just one big line. With that style, you can improve lines easily and correct mistakes without erasing too much. Also, we will draw a bit of his upper body, just because in my opinion, a face alone doesn't look too good. Also, it isn't very hard to draw an upper body like that. If you follow the steps how I draw it, you will be able to draw a suit and a tie too. T-shirts are way easier. Now you will draw some lines which will mark where the nose, the eyes, the mouth and the ears will be located in his face. This is the line for the eyes, for the nose and for his mouth. Now you can get a first impression of how the character will look later. Now draw the ear underneath the line for the eyes. Then draw in his eyes and his nose. His eyes are just circles and I drew a very easy nose for you too. The nose looks a bit like an L and after some practice you should get it. Believe me, it really isn't too hard. With line art you always could correct mistakes like me. I drew way too big eyes, but in the end I will correct them with erasing and our second step, the felt tip pen. Now we'll draw his mouth. Start with the upper lip. Now draw the opened mouth and another lip. Now we draw in his teeth because he smiles. The mouth in Family Guy comics always is in the face. And this is good because if you want to draw a comic strip, you easily could always use the same shape of his face, but could change his eyes and his mouth to show different expressions like anger or happiness. Also, if you have learned how you draw the shape of your main protagonist character, you can draw them very fast and just have to concentrate on eyes and mouth. Also, the character always will have the same size of his head because you are trained on draw that one character. If you draw without the shape of his head and without this line art and you start with your felt tip pen, your character always will look slightly different because maybe sometimes an ear is too big and the eyes are at their wrong place and the mouth looks different. With this system it should be easier for you to manage that problems. Now just finish your line art, add some details, change some things, and this is how your character will look after. Now I create a new layer, but you just grab your felt tip pens. With them you draw over the lines you already drew. Those lines should be very straight and perfect, because if you want to have a clear drawing, those lines will be the final version, so concentrate and take your time. Now, when it's dry, erase the pencil lines, and then you get your final shape. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, like and subscribe for more. Thank you guys and see you later.